God bless you, dear students. So, today we are going to discuss about the poem Count That Day Lost, which is written by George Eliot. So, first of all, let's know something about the poet. George Eliot is the pen name of Mary Ann Evans, a prolific 19th century English novelist, poet, and journalist. Salas Marner and Mill on the Floss are her most famous works. In this short lyric poem, she offers moral advice to her readers by urging them to be kind and helpful. So now I'm going to recite this poem, and after that I will explain it stanza wise. If you sit down at set of sun and count the acts that you have done, and counting find one self-denying deed, one word that eased the heart of him who heard, one glance most kind that fell like sunshine where it went, then you may count that day well spent. But if through all the livelong day you have cheered no heart by yea or nay, if through it all you have nothing done that you can trace that brought the sunshine to one face, no act most small that helped some soul and nothing cost, then count that day as worse than lost. So, here in this poem, the poet wants us to think about all the things we did on any day. And this poem has an educational and as well as moral message about how we should treat each other. So now I am going to explain this poem accordingly stanza wise. So first of all, I am again going to recite the first stanza. If you sit down at set of sun and count the acts that you have done, and counting find one self-denying deed, one word that eased the heart of him who heard, one glance most kind that fell like sunshine where it went, then you may count that day well spent. So in this stanza, the poet says that if you sit down at the end of the day and go over all the deeds that you have done during the day, the poet also says that while counting, you can remember what you did. An act of self-sacrifice or said a word that made the person who heard it feel better, and a nice friendly look that gave another person a warm feeling wherever you go, and then only you can consider your day that you have spent really a good day ever. So its outcome is that this will make your day worthwhile. Now second stanza. But if through all the livelong day you have cheered no heart by yea or nay, if through it all you have nothing done that you can trace that brought the sunshine to one face, no act most small that helped some soul and nothing cost, then count that day as worse than lost. Okay, Now, here the poet says, but if during the whole day you haven't made someone happy by saying yes or no, and if when you go over all the deeds you have done during the day and you can't think of anything that you have done that made someone smile and the joy you brought to another person. So the poet says that if you do one small thing to help someone in a tiny way and it didn't cost him anything, and if you don't do anything helpful for another person, so it seems unimportant, and the outcome of it is that your day will be wasted and even worse than lost, because you got an opportunity to do someone's best but you have lost it. So the message of the poem is that life without helping others around you is worthless, and only if you do good deeds for one another you will gain the day. Okay, so now this poem ends over here, and for just getting the question answers please go through the description box, and now again we will meet in the next video. So till then, all the best.